Rangers.
Yes, sir, it is. How can I help you?
Say I was to kill a marshal. Is that murder?
Well, I suppose if it was an accident or... Well, that's probably the only reason, and you'd have to prove it.
What if I shot, was to shoot a marshal after I caught him in bed with my wife?
Yes, well, that would be murder, yes, sir.
Ah, okay. In that case, I'd like to report a dead marshal in my bedroom, and I got no idea who shot him.
Good job bagging that synth downtown. We scored some points with Daisy for that. Now, what can I help you with? Sure thing. Let's have a look. There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Right? Read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
What do you want, Rangers? Don't you have any place else to be? What's on your mind? You know where to find the door.
Off-duty marshal slain! Hey, Rangers! Looking for the latest news? You bet! Tension between Rangers and Marshals! Will there be blood? Find out here!
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
My uncle, Gideon Reyes, wants to speak to the Rangers.
Oh, of course, Miss Wesson. Open it up, fellas! No one's allowed in there. Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away. No one's allowed in there. Good day.
Too soon to be back.
Ever think about staying in Colorado? We'd be glad to have you.
So they killed the Wessons, the Schulers, the Jacksons, Sophia Gutierrez too, and her kids. The patriarch said the Dorseys were dead. He was either lying or incompetent. Which is it? A lot of people have been asking the same thing.
My family will be avenged.
I am very local private property. Please do not touch.
Hey, boss.
It feels so empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, they were here. Their spirits filled the place. Now, they do not. Only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
My dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you, as it is the last I am ever likely to give. Whatever becomes of us, you mustn't blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the end, but I am glad you are not.
Open the door, Wesson! Time to face justice!
Your mother and I love you very much, and we are so proud of the woman you've become. You are destined for great things, Miss Lucille Wesson. I regret that I shall not live to...
Oh, God! Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now. Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around, too. Couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone. No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now. Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies.
descend the narrow stairs and find the door to the bunker slightly ajar.
I listen at the door.
Make a perception roll.
It's awful dark out here. Maybe we should go inside.
This was your idea. You said it would be cool to play a game in the park.
I got a 15! Do I hear anything? You hear a faint scraping sound inside. Like the sound of a skeletal foot dragging across stone. It's coming closer.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind.
Ah! A pale dog! There's a pale dog watching us!
What? Where? I don't see...
It's coming after us! Run!
Move along now. Yep, the Dorseys done tore through here and gutted the house. Until the Castillos can get this eyesore repaired, we're keeping it boarded up.
We all feel safer with you Rangers around.
Did you hear what happened in Aspen? All those people taken hostage?
If it's really Vic who has them, they're all as good as dead.
Don't say that to Miriam Knox. Her husband was there, poor woman.
Someday I'm gonna live like this. Someday.
More guards, looks like.
Oh, look. Tourists.
Oh, Melissa, you're too much. Oh, we're just talking. Strangers, no need to get any closer.
What could you possibly want? Even with this beastly weather, I can smell them from here.
Hello, and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the more fabulous. What is your business at the more estate? Processing. Insufficient credentials for entry. Please enter that later date. Entry parameters may change in the future. The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door. Your presence was not requested. Please leave immediately.
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. Blast. You were the Rangers, correct? I expected our paths to cross eventually. Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. All I can manage is the ineloquent gratitude of a father who thought he lost his child. May I help you with something? Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even exceed it. Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please, ask me about anything else. Goodbye, Rangers.
All the crime around here happens indoors.
I can't believe I'm stuck as a secret.
Please step back, Rangers. I'm not supposed to let anyone near this servitor drone. It's malfunctioning something fierce, and we think it belonged to the Wessons.
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
No, I mean, no, ma'am. Please, don't mind me. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Returning to West Gold objective. Located earlier.
Hey, look at him go.
Returning to West Gold objective. Located earlier. Objective complete. Current location located earlier. Welcome home, Miss Wilson.
Nice work fixing that drone, Rangers.
We all feel safer with you Rangers around.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
Oh, thank God. You're the Westerners, aren't you? The Rangers? My husband, my Hardy, was in Aspen when Vic Buchanan raided the town. Vic took him hostage, but there's been no word for weeks. I know it's frightful wicked to hope for the safety of one soul over many, but I beg you, find him. Save him if you can.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. Always have been. I'm dreadful sorry for your loss. We have money, Rangers. Even though we don't live fancy like some families do, if you bring my Hardy home safe, we'll donate all we can to your cause. He's a little on the portly side, always well-dressed, but he likes playing cowboy out on the ranch. Kindest man in the 100 families. That's why I married him. Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with half its meat. Let me see who... Allie Blue? Aunt Allie? My goodness, of course! I'd love to read this! Blue is my maiden name. Back in the old days, the Blues and the Knoxes hated each other. Old Aunt Allie almost shot me when I told her I was gonna marry Hardy. Always wanted to know what things were like when she was young. Oh, thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this. I know you will. Thank you, Rangers.
May the waters pass over you. Let us pray for those lost in the Dorsey attack, especially the Wesson family, Percival, Maria, and Percy Jr. Let us pray for those lost in the Dorsey attack, especially the Wesson family, Percival, Maria, and Percy Jr. In every deluge, the righteous were spared by God. The final deluge will be no different. The Dorseys twist our faith to justify their evil ways. The final deluge will wipe them from the earth. Blessed are the doomsday preppers, for they shall inherit the world. We know not what form the final deluge will take. Some say steel, others say blood. Are you joining us for the next service? Don't forget, bingo is at 7 o'clock on Thursday. Bring your own wine.
Yes? Oh, hello! You must be the Rangers. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns. Good day.
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we. Stop! No sudden moves, understand? No sudden moves, understand?
Imagine the jolly times around this table.
Used to get lots of visitors. Not anymore. Stop! Only members of the Patriarch's family are allowed back here.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now, what do you want? Ask them. Used to be my strongest supporters, until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing. Only ruling. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Why? Are you getting ideas? I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools. Fine. Ask them. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Fine. Before you go, thank you for saving that Arapaho caravan. The power armor they were carrying will help keep my marshals safe, which will keep the citizens of Colorado safe. Now get going, and come back with results.
Stay sharp out there, Rangers.
Hey, you hear about Rosalind's ex?
The love puzzle guy?
Scuttlebutt is he's been trying to get rotated into her unit.
Oh, we gotta make this happen. You ever see Roz go all Ice Queen on some poor soul? It's like, I can't even describe it.
Careful, or someone will think you got the hots for Rosalind.
No way. I just appreciate a nice evisceration when I see one. I know we're on break, but keep your voice down.
Stop!
Automated duty roster change. New assignments are as follows. Guard 042, Station C. That is all.
Yeah, that never happened. Must be Val's room. It's the quiet ones, right? Not exactly keeping her plans a secret, was she? Every man needs a hobby, I guess.
You're cleared for public areas only.
Activated duty roster change. New assignments are as follows. Guard 08 to Station H. That is all.
I suppose they'll let just anyone in these days. I don't believe we were having a conversation. I'd certainly remember that odor. How did you get that? I see. You have me at a disadvantage. I knew this day might come, but I didn't think it would be at the hand of strangers. Hand over those documents. In return, I'll use my considerable influence to ensure you are well known and fondly thought of among respectable sorts of people. My people. What? Well, thank you.
No priority 1. Move to next objective.
Thank you, Rangers.
Now there's blood on them.
What brings you to Brodmur?
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Really? And what did his wife say to that?
Nothing. She's been too busy with the pool boy.
Don't give me an excuse. Actually, do.
That's the last time anyone saw the Patriarch. He was down at the old airbase to greet the Rangers, I think. Before that, yeah, I can't remember either. You think he really is sick? I heard he fired his doctor.
Welcome to the right
Maybe he
side
didn't
of
like
the
diagnosis.
tracks.
Thank you for your service. We all feel safer with you rangers around.
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Really? And what did his wife say to that?
Nothing. She's been too busy with the...
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know, and I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers? As long as no harm comes to her, you'll hear no objections from me. If I was a gunfighter, I'd go after the men who murdered my sister too. But that's not why I asked you here. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. First, however, you need to know Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you. The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs. Oh, of course. And not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything. Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the Bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye, and good luck.
Did you just give me a hickey?
Welcome back to Cassidy's Fine Clothiers. What can I do for you?
Maybe I'll join the marshals. I do like roughing people up.
You'll get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns?
Hey, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium! My sardine lean.
It was an old security drone. Its timing belt broke, so it vibrates real fast.
Wow.
Hiya, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium! No. Sardinely.
Yeah, the Woods or the Reyes's.
Don't know who you are, but if you ain't looking for trouble, I got some stuff to trade. Well, I ain't the best mechanic in Colorado, but how can I say no after a thorough ass-kissing? Maintain your vehicle and don't stop if you don't have to. These days, a flat tire or a stalled engine could be the end of you, consumed by the elements. And I don't just mean the weather, if you get me. Just some odds and ends I've taken in trade. Might be useful.
at the Clown Museum in Arriba. Take the tour, then visit El Big Top.
Hello all. My name is Flab, and it is my pleasure to bid you welcome to the bazaar. Come in, for the night air is chill, your wall is heavy, and our goods plentiful. Bring us your wealthy, your rich, your full purses. And if you can't afford it, just stay away. This has been a Monster Army production.
Oye, mamones! The fuck you doing here? Very funny! But the joke's on you, cabron! Payasos, aquí!
This is not the best way to begin an engagement.
wet your pants? Ow! Nothing like a little side action. ¡Arriba los payasos! ¡Au! Incoming! Nothing to folks. happens all the time.
How'd you get in here? Nobody gets past the door unless I let them in. Them's the rules. Who, me? No, I got no problem. But Panzons will! ¡Payasos aquí!
Colorado. This...
bringing you your daily dose of monster movie facts. Did you know that the movie Escape from Psycho Prison was filmed right here in Colorado at the old Supermax prison? Oh, it's true. I
was working in the lab.
Hey, lambs, wanna trade? My name's She-Monster. We usually just drink and watch old VHS monster movies and shoot the shit. It's the best. I know, huh? Thanks for recognizing. Let me open up the store.
Please. I assure you, your bazaar shopping experience is completely safe.
You may have folks fooled, Ananda, but not me. I know something is fishy here, and I'm leaving.
Shame. Ah, over here, friends. Welcome. Salutations and assorted felicitations. Welcome to the bazaar, the marketplace of the unusual. I've not seen you here before. Know this, the bazaar can be found underneath our feet, buried by layers of snow. Access is restricted to the lucky few who possess an entrance pass. You can purchase an entrance pass at the door from our esteemed hosts, the Monster Army. Or, if you lack the funds, simply find an established merchant to vouch for you. Everyone goes in for their own reasons, but looking at you, I'm guessing you are the exploring sort, yes? The bazaar is replete in merchants of all kinds, selling weapons and armor you could not possibly get anywhere else. Up the ramp, you'll find the door to the bazaar, covered by a vehicle. My name is Ananda Rabindranath, Manorite missionary, merchant, and your humble servant. I was assigned to answer any questions you may have. Felicitations. Naturally, I have a variety of goods for sale that could suit your needs. But let's not barter out here in the cold. Join me in the warmth and security of our encampment. This way, friends.
If civilization collapses, all of Colorado Springs will look like this.
You'd think with all these people waiting to get in, the bazaar would be amazing.
You promised to buy me a new coat when we get inside, remember?
Felicitations. But of course.
I see you have come from afar. Well, your travels are amply rewarded, for you have reached the one and only, the seer of fortunes and teller of truths, the great Gurn! Oh, I see. What a great joke. Very funny. Come now, do you want to know your fortunes? Most of them are, but the great Gurn is not. I charge not a dime for my fortunes. Come, surely you'd like to hear what your future holds. Wisely chosen! Those who do not prepare for the future are clowns. To begin, you must think of your favorite color. Concentrate solely on the color. Let the color completely fill your mind. ¿Estás ready? I see an ocean of waves. Your color is blue. Of course, the great Gurn is never wrong. Ah, an image of your future is forming. Now tell me, what is it that brought you to Colorado? Truly? I can only wish you luck on that lofty goal. Just one more question remains. Why have you come to the bazaar? Yes, fascinating. It's all coming together now. Listen carefully, for the fortune I tell you may very well save your lives and the lives of many. You will succeed here, but only if you tame the snow dragon will you accomplish your greater goals. You don't get harmony when everyone sings the same note. Ah, yes, a vision becomes clearer now. Now I can clearly see you, standing before a red balloon. The red balloon bursts without warning, and you stand covered in red blood. Beware! Beware! That is all I can see. Your path is hard, mamans. The fates have spoken to me. I must give you this key. May it be of no use. Flab is a cabron who wouldn't recognize talent if it bit him in the belly. He claims the monster army already has some kind of mechanical fortune teller. But how could a machine possibly match my intuition? My gift? My panache? Flab is the leader of the monster army and has been for many decades, growing fat and slothful all the while. Beware the red balloon!
Only a fool would try to attack the bazaar. They have a small army down there.
Hi. Hey there. Hi. Yeah, I'm Paris. Trying to get into the bazaar to sell my dyes. Same as you, I imagine. The getting into the bazaar part, not the dyes. Unless you do dyes, which is totally cool by me if you do. Hi. Them? They're hoping someone would sell them an entrance pass or help them get inside. The bazaar's got this code, you see? Unless you're a big shot Flab can't do without, you're not allowed to come in. Anyhow, I'm trying to become a licensed merchant in the bazaar. The monster army says I gotta make a dye the exact color of blood, which is hard, because everyone's got an opinion, but no one can agree on the hue. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about dyes, huh? It'd be just peaches if you could help. I could even pay you, a little at least. My dye table is right over there. Decoration, I suppose? Or, I don't know, really. I didn't think to ask, to be honest. Flab's, the leader of the bazaar. He's a big guy, which is why everyone calls him Flab, you know? It's kinda mean, but Flab doesn't seem to mind, so whatever, I guess. Yeah. Refugees? Don't know about that. I mean, everyone here looks like they're refugees. Have you seen us? It's cold here. Brr. Try Ananda. He's this really well-dressed guy. Comes out here a lot preaching waistcoats or something. He knows everybody. So long.
Felicitations. It is simple. To get inside, you need an entrance pass. You can purchase one at the door, or find an established bazaar merchant to vouch for you. Would that I could, but we are limited in how often we can vouch for outsiders. Any bazaar merchant. Of course, they are usually found inside the bazaar, not out here. In the encampment behind me, you could find some hopefuls looking to get in. Perhaps if you can aid them, they can aid you. In theory, yes. But those of us who have a pass tend to safeguard it with our lives, so it is highly unlikely you would get to use another person's pass. I have heard of people giving their entrance passes to family members. Perhaps you have a rich uncle. Occasionally people disappear in the nearby ruins, and strangers acquire their pass. I'm sure I don't need to say this behavior is most untrustworthy and impolite. I can only hope I will have the answers you seek. It is common wisdom to keep one's mouth shut when one lacks courteous things to say. Truly, I find the very idea of smuggling people revolting. With that said, if I were a less discreet person, I'd suggest that you drive out to the old parking garage down the road to the north. Who knows? You may find your answers there. Ah, I thank you. It is a pleasure to meet people of taste, a true rarity in these uncivilized lands. I endeavored to provide the teachings of Mr. Manners to those inside the bazaar. Alas, they seem to prefer that I spread the good word out here instead. A folly, I think. But who am I to question our gracious hosts? Then I will endeavor to supply more answers. Ah, true cosmopolites, I see. Indeed, a Mannerite is one of the rare few fortunate enough to operate under the auspice of Mr. Manners, proponent of good behavior in these ugly times. Most of us reside in Angel Oracle, but I chose to travel and spread the word. We Mannerites believe that poise is only second to godliness. To live is to comport oneself with exquisite grace. If you're curious, I'd be more than happy to supply a copy of our holiest scripture, the Book of Nauseatingly Correct Manners. Of course. Our immediate environs are a safe area, protected by the monster army. Wander outside these confines, and safety is not guaranteed. I can't tell you more, as I've never ventured out there myself. They are the organization in charge of the bazaar. I've heard tales that once they were truly a monstrous gang, spreading fear all throughout Colorado. I'm happy to tell you that their current incarnation is much more sophisticated and civilized, though they have a ways to go. They are led by Mr. Jacob Martin, colloquially known as Flab the Inhaler, a man who has truly embraced his position and leads this place with panache. I do wish he had a better tailor, though. You can find him inside the bazaar proper, as he rarely ventures outside. May it help you as much as it did me, and find your path to a life of civility. Have an exquisite day.
It's hard, huh? I hear there used to be books that'd tell you the exact mix you needed, but I'm pretty sure they're not around the bazaar.
Howdy, strangers. Name's Six-Fingered Larry, Hunter. Though, it seems you find me plumb out of wares. Him? You don't want him. Barrett's got a bit of an attitude problem. Tried to peck his way through a kid's skull the other week. If you insist, though, you'll have to talk to Polly yourself, because I got no say in what he's going to do. All right. It's your funeral. Hey, Polly, you hear that, old buddy? These fine folks would like to adopt you. How's that sound?
Larry, my buddy, my pal. Come closer. I'll show you how it sounds to me.
Oh, shit! Damn it!
That's how it fucking sounds to me, Larry. Sounds like some fucking bullshit. Wasting your time with this asshole. Talk to Polly, talk to Polly. How am I doing? How am I fucking doing? Great question, dipshit. I'm doing great. How are you doing? You look like a moose. Fuck your face inside out. Listen, shit for brains. Someone has to stick around to make Larry's life miserable. That's my job. I love that job. You hear that, Larry? Fuck you! You're right. You shit-munching, corpse-humping monkey. Let's do this! It's not like Larry gives a dead sperm about me anyway. No respect, I tell ya. Fine, let's go.
All right. He's yours if you pay the price. This sounds about fair, don't you think?
Hell no! Hey, jizz for brains, Larry. Give them a discount or I'll fill your pie hole with parrot piss while you sleep. Give me a second. I'm trying here.
All right. All right, that price was a little high. How about this? Yeah, something's not right with you, but you have my respect. Enjoy the parrot, and let me know if you need anything else.
Yes, finally free at last! Larry, you shit flake! At last I can tell you with complete sincerity! Fuck you!
Wish we could get into the bazaar to warm up some.
Hey, Polly, how have you been?
A lot better for being free from your stink, you shit-stained comrade!
That's the Polly I know and don't miss. What can I do for you? Who knows? I've only got 5 fingers on each hand, same as anyone else. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact I'm good with my hands. I'm not the sort who'd kiss and tell, though. Only that they make more money than I do. Bastards. But to answer your question, nah, I'm an honest businessman. I don't waste my time with criminals. Why don't you try the Mannerite? Yeah, the one with the suit. He knows all about the local lowlife. I'm no local, but ask me anything you want. I'll see if I can be useful. That'd be Flab the Inhaler. He leads what's left of the monster army after the Patriarch gutted their ranks. As far as dictators go, he's actually not half bad. The bazaar? It used to be something else. Now, it's just old and fat, wheezing through its last days. Easy pickings. Me? Nah, I don't got the bona fides. What's on your mind? Be seeing you.
I thought you said you knew a guy who could get us in.
He'll come through, I promise. We just gotta be a little patient.
Hey, it's you again.
So long.
Felicitations. You do seem like people of refined taste, without a doubt. But a man of class does not abandon his employer at an inopportune moment. I don't wish to speak out of turn, but this is a dangerous time for the bazaar. Friends, go inside, speak to Mr. Jacob Martin, or as others call him, Flab. When the bazaar is safe again, my conscience will be clear, and I will be most pleased to join you. Have an exquisite day.
went up top for a food run. Caught a mamon who took a wrong turn, and I'm bringing him back now.
Órale! I'll get the cleavers ready.
Was never in doubt.
Where the hell do you think you're going? This area is off limits to anyone not part of our organization, and you definitely don't look like anyone I know. I strongly suggest you egress to a rosier neighborhood. You copy? Fine. The name's Stenerud. In case the Patriarch hasn't noticed, there's hundreds of refugees who are desperate to get into his city. So desperate they'll pay me everything they have. Now, I've got no particular quarrel with you, but I'm not stopping, and I'm not negotiating. So if you come any closer, this is a firefight. Stenerud out.